Hey everybody, so today I'm doing a story time video. I'll first off start by saying this is not clickbait. This whole story is 100% true. This is how I got screwed over by the same person who claimed to be my best friend 3 times. Part of the problem was I was gullible and quite trustworthy of people. I tried to give them benefit of the doubt because, I don't know, if you don't give someone a chance. But I'm gonna get into the video. This may take a while, so I'll try to edit it down, but yeah, let's get into it. So I'm not gonna say any names because I'm pretty sure this person watches my videos. I mean, I have forgiven this person, so I don't want her to, make things worse for her. Okay, so first of all, this started in my last year. About a year ago in my freshman year of high school. So basically the thing was, this all happened in a private high school, and I was going to public school, and then my mom said that we were gonna move later and she didn't want me to switch schools in the middle of the year. So she forced me to go to the private school, but they had already started and it had been about 3 weeks, a month since school started. So I had to join in the middle of the year, and mind you, I knew about like 2 people. And these people I wasn't that close with or I had lost touch with, so it would be weird to try to fit in with them. I'm gonna call her Lauren because I don't know a Lauren. If your name is Lauren, nothing against you. It's just Lauren. I don't know a Lauren, so it would be safest to use that name. I go to class and I meet this girl, and at first she like kind of ignores me like for about a week, and then all of a sudden she starts talking to me. And the thing is, when she started talking to me, I don't know, she acted really weird. So first she added me on like social medias, and then she started messaging me and she's like, hey, you're just so cool. And then I would speak I wouldn't speak much to her in person, like in the hallways I would talk to her, but I had one class with her and we would talk sometimes in that class because there was very few people in that class. I'm not gonna say it is because I know other people watch this video who are in that class and they'll know what I'm talking about. Anyhow, this person I didn't really talk much outside of class, except we would talk online a lot. So she was talking to me online, and then the thing is, she would say we were best friends, and I was like, oh, do you honestly? When she said that, I honestly believe that she thought that, which was kind of dumb on my part because after like 2 weeks of meeting someone and barely talking to them in person and the majority of the talk online, and she calls you your best friend, you probably shouldn't believe that. But I was new. I had been going with the same group of kids since about 3rd grade, and then in 9th grade I had to make new friends, and it had been a while. So I wasn't out of it. I just fell for it. So she said I was like, okay. But it was obvious she was trying to use me to anyone on the outside. Like, she wasn't trying to use me, I wouldn't say, but she just wanted like a number of friends. Like the fact that she had 500 friends, even though none of them liked her, was a bigger deal to her than having one friend that actually liked her, kind of thing. So the first time she said that, and she kept saying that, oh, I was her best friend, and I was just like, okay, and I just went along with it. And the thing is, a lot of people ask me, oh, is she your best friend? And the thing is, like, the way people would say it was like in a negative, like, oh, she's your best friend, and I would be like, oh, not really, she just keeps calling me that, which was 100% true. The thing is, I started to call her best friend too because I didn't have any friends. Now the thing is, it was so obvious she didn't really want to be friends with me because she would be like, oh, let's hang out after school, and when I would be there, she would just pretend like I wasn't there. And I would try and fit in with her friends didn't really even like her, but yeah, I would try and fit in with them, but they would just, the thing is, like, they didn't know me because I didn't really have classes with them, and she wasn't like introducing me because she thought it would make her seem like uncool. Anyways, one of her friends, like they were friends with her before, came up to me and was like, oh, she keeps during lunch she keeps saying how annoying you are and keep calling her how she was saying that I called her best friend, which technically I was, but the funny thing was she was the one who kind of coined the term best friend there. So she's all like, oh, do you want to go up together with her and tell her like we're done? And I was like, all right, why not? So I came up to her, but then I got super scared because I was thinking she was talking crap about me to this one person, and that one person knew everyone. I didn't think I should screw her over quite yet. So I backed out with that girl. The girl got rid of her soon, and she learned her lesson. She always, anytime she doesn't like what this girl Lauren is doing, she goes to her face and she tells her like, I don't like what you're doing. I never had the guts to do that back then. So anyhow, yeah, so I decided to give her a second chance. This time she took the fact that we were best friends a little bit more. Like, we would start doing projects together, but it was mainly because she was pretty much talking crap about everyone. So, and I was the only person who kind of ignored that. Now, the thing is, I'm not saying I've never talked crap about people, because I definitely have. You know, when someone messes with you and you get mad, you naturally want to say bad things about. But this girl was just saying bad things about everyone. People who she said were like really close friends with her, she was saying bad things about them too. So I just didn't get where she was going with it. The other thing was, she would talk to people on Snapchat. She would ask people specifically not to save the conversations so that she could keep lying about not talking crap about everyone, and there would be no proof, because you would have to screenshot the chat and Snapchat and it would be obvious. The other thing she kept doing is she kept screenshotting conversation and getting between other people's problems. And she would try to involve me in that. Now, so the thing is, by this time it was like December, and we finally became pretty close friends, like actual friends. And she still would call me a best friend in like chat, but in real life she wouldn't. By this time I'd realized she was kind of a flake, because everyone was like telling me, don't be friends with her, you watch out. Everyone told me to watch out for her because she was a nasty person, just a negative person, because with all the gossip and stuff, to just be around, you just didn't want to be around her, okay? And then, but I was like, she's still nice to me, like she'll hang out with me sometimes. The thing is, like, when she saw her friends, she would like pretend like she didn't know me, or she was forced to hang out with me, which should have been a hint. She did something else too. Yeah, she asked me for my number and I gave it to her. And the thing is, she was all like, she felt embarrassed to add me on Snapchat. Like, she would always be like, oh, I was like, oh, you should add me. And anytime she had like group invites, and she would invite me to come and then disinvite me. And anyways, I was like, oh, I'm not going to be friends with you anymore. Basically, what happened is I would ditch my math class for her. I would say I had to go to the bathroom at the end of class, and I would leave for about 10 minutes and hang out with her, because we have different lunch periods. This is when we really like, this is like the first time I stopped being friends with her, for real. So basically, one day I said, I ignored her message and I said I wouldn't come. And after that, she never asked me to come, and we just stopped talking. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I knew being friends with you was a problem. I knew being friends with her was a problem in the first place. And I was like, you know what, this is good, because by this time I had made some other friends, and they were sympathetic, and they knew like this girl was an issue. So they were definitely supportive about me ditching her. Now, the thing is, this girl tried to fix it. She tried to fix it, like try to fix what happened so many times. She would say, oh, well, let's do a redo. And I was just like I would say yes, but she would never really try and fix things. She would still ignore me. She would still pretend like I didn't exist. And see, the thing is, I was willing to forgive her. Forgiveness wasn't the part, but actually showing signs of wanting to fix it is a different thing. Like, I can forgive someone, but I can't, like, you can't fix what went wrong between us unless you actually try to do something. So after that, I had tons of friends tell me all the crap she was saying. She said so many things, and I will just tell you a few just to, and by the way, I'm not really angry about this anymore. I just think the whole thing was out of hand, ridiculous. And the thing is, it was my fault for being friends with her in the first place. It really was. I should have listened to all the people who told me not to be friends with her. I was gullible, stupid, whatever you want to say, but, I learned my lesson. I'm not so trustworthy at all anymore with anyone. I learned my lesson, karma, or whatever. Anyhow, so something she said. So there was this really, really, really nice girl in my school. She is bisexual, and she told her that I had a crush on her. Now, I don't see anything wrong in that, except for the part where, A, I didn't like her. Second of all, I'm straight as far as I know, so, and she told me that she had a crush on me, which I knew was untrue because we barely talked. Now, I understand you can have a crush on someone physically, but the thing was, I just never talked to her, and I knew she wasn't like that. Anyways, I went and I talked to that girl, and I told her about the rumors, and she's all like, yeah, I know it's not true, don't worry. The other rumor, she would go around saying, so there was one of my friends was dating someone at her school, and the Lauren girl was going around telling people that I said that guy was hitting on me, and I was just like, where are you going with this? Like, the thing is, like, there were so many rumors, and they were just like random, and I just didn't know where they were coming from. And the thing was, people were telling me, just go up to her, confront her, and get it over, forget about her, just cut it off with her. That's the saying, sorry. So I tried to. I got the guts to go up to her, but she was going to this class, and the teacher liked her very much, and I liked that teacher a lot. And the thing is, if I went up to her and I cut it off and she started crying, the teacher was gonna blame it on me. Because the teacher liked her, I'm pretty sure liked her better. And the thing is, she would try and sort it out, and I just didn't want, this was not something to be sorted out. This was something that just needed to be fixed. Anyhow, I was about to go up with her, and then I got really scared and I started crying. Now, yep, that is a very cowardly thing to do. I should just confront her or whatever. Anyways, one of my friends was gonna go up with me and tell her to just screw off, leave me alone, stop talking crap about me. But I ended up crying, and a teacher walked by and was like, what is going on? Now, the teacher, I didn't have that teacher, but my friend had her last year, and she explained about Lauren, okay. Anyway, she went and she explained to her about it, and she was just like, she told me that if someone was making me this miserable, why am I allowing it? Because this girl had consumed so much trauma in my life. Now, the reason I feel like I got screwed over 3 times has nothing to do with it, and I will address it like at the end of the video why I got screwed over 3 times, but there's like a whole story around it first where you gotta understand. So I went to the assistant vice principal, whatever, and I reported her. Now in my school, because it is quite new, basically it doesn't really report people or anything, so I don't know if the guy ever talked to him. Got the assistant vice principal ever talked to her. I just kind of spent the rest of the day ignoring her. She still kept spreading rumors about me. I just chose to not care anymore. I had a group of friends. I was fine with it. Who freaking cares now? Then, so basically at that point, I had blocked her on Instagram. And yeah, Instagram, because that's the main place where she would try and like act. And she was just like, I can't deal with you. I don't want your negativity. I don't want anything to do with you. But however, right after she was all like, oh, she started to talk to me again, like May now, and she was just like, oh, I'm so sorry things went, I think actually no, I think I blocked her, so I don't think I have the message. Also, I guess it would be kind of rude to her to read out the message, but if I have it, I think I will read out part of it, but I don't think it allows me. No, I blocked her, so it won't come up now. So she wrote me this long message in May and said, oh, I'm so sorry for all this. I hope you will forgive me. Now, I said yes, and I tried to give her another chance. However, like a few days after that, the rumors had gotten worse. And I was like, I chose to believe you like 3 times, and you're now doing this again? Like, what the hell am I supposed to do? And the assistant vice principal thing didn't work out, like telling him didn't even like work out. So I wasn't gonna go back to that at all. Anyhow, I ended up blocking, she told me this on Snapchat, I ended up blocking her on Snapchat because I was just like, why is this like, no, the thing is, I don't know why she was like this. Like, I don't know why she was constantly saying these things about me. And it wasn't just me though. It was mainly me, but she did it to other people too that were even her friends. The thing is, I chose to believe her. I gave her 100% confidence. I told her so many secrets that she went around spreading, and I even trolled her untrue things to see if I could trust her, and she went around saying those things too. Anyhow, so after blocking her recently, which is the reason I'm even making this video, she messaged me on Hangouts, which I totally forgot to block her on that. She sent me a long message, which I will get. I won't read the whole thing of it because it is personal for her too. So anyway, she said, I'm honestly so sorry for everything that happened between us last year, for not being a real friend to you. And she said, I want to apologize for not being trustworthy. I'm sorry you can trust me. She says, I promise I'm not like that. She said she wanted to apologize for not being real, and she said that she admits to like BSing me and everything, and not giving her, our friendship 100%, even though I gave it so much because I thought it was real. She would FaceTime me and video chat me, so I thought it was real. The other thing is, the whole time throughout the message, she's not asking for me to forgive her, but she still wants my forgiveness throughout the whole message, which is why I was so confused. Now, I've chosen to forgive her because I've chosen to forgive her, but the thing is, she hasn't made steps forward to like getting over it. The reason why I chose to forgive her is because my best friend, who has not blocked her, thinks that she has actually changed. She can see a difference in her lifestyle, difference in the way she does things, and the thing is, I don't see her, right? Like, after blocking her and saying I don't want her in my life, I don't know what's going on with her. So I chose to trust my best friend, and I said I forgave this girl, right? Now, like I said, there's a difference in forgiving someone and continue being friends with her. Now, after being screwed over so many times, I'm probably not going to be friends with her anymore. However, I am willing to, forgive her, because honestly, holding a grudge when you're 14 for the rest of your life is stupid and I'm not going to do that. Now, I understand some people can hold grudges when they're 14 because a lot worse things have happened to them. I'm not judging that, but I'm just saying that for me, I will forgive this person. Now, the thing is, I feel like this person just, like, right after that message, and I said, yeah, I forgive you, she asked me to unblock her. Well, she didn't directly ask me to unblock her. She just asked me to talk to her on Snapchat, and I was just like, "Are you serious? I don't even know what to say to you," kind of thing. Now to the part where I tell you all the time she screwed me over. The first time when she kept calling me her best friend, even though I wasn't. The thing was, she was calling everyone her best friend. I had another friend. She kept calling her best friend. The other one is when she got me into trouble and she made up a story. I don't want to talk about that because I don't know. It just makes me really sad. That story. She got me in trouble for something else. I should have just ditched her when that other girl at the beginning of the year told me what a bad person she was and how she was saying that I called her best friend and she never did. Like I said, I've learned my lesson. Anytime I make friends with people, I don't tell them things as soon as I used to. It's just really hard to trust people now after going through someone doing something like that. I'm not forgive and forget. I'm more forgive and learn. Like I said, forgiven the person and I'm learning. Now, I don't think I'm really going to keep in contact with her anymore because there's just an immense amount of negativity surrounding her. Now, the other thing is, I have to tell you the personality of this person. When I first met her, I was kind of like a little disgusted by this person because she bragged a lot. She was telling me about her fancy house, all her friends, about how this guy liked her. She was just bragging about her love life or whatever. She's bragging how much money she had, how she has 5 houses, which is why I wasn't so struck by her first. But when someone talks to you and you have no friends, you're quite a vulnerable person. That's the whole story. But all the stuff that I've experienced this last year with this person, I think by making a video, I know it's partially I was ranting, which I'm not going to deny I was. Oh wait, someone's calling. I'm hoping that by making this video, it'll help me move on because it's a new school year coming up. I want to be able to make new friends and be able to start fresh with everyone and not have the rumors she was telling about me be stuck to me. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. This is how I got screwed over 3 times by the same person. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I make a lot of different kinds of videos. I make beauty videos, lifestyle videos, yeah, all kinds of videos. So subscribe. But other than that, have a great day.